My dear battle brothers and sisters, welcome to our Thursday stream, which has been sanctified by Ordo Hereticus. And today, yes, today we are back to the talks. Yes, many times we walk the walk, but today we talk the talk. And yes, as you may have guessed from the original title below the stream, or maybe side or up, depending on where and how you're watching, you may have guessed what is going to be the main topic of tonight's discussion. But if you didn't, let's say you just turned this crap on and are doing something else, not really having time to check the screen, then yes, today we are going to be talking about Vashtorr. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but since he's a filthy chaos demon, who cares, right? He can, you know, he can suck on these for all I care. So if I pronounce it wrong. Anyway, yes, we are going to be talking about Vashtorr. So he may get some hiccups today because we'll be talking about him and him only. And the fact that he may be becoming the 5th chaos god. He may not, but he may. And so today we'll talk a little bit about who is he, what he does, why is he trying what he's trying to do, and what are the options, what are the chances, and what would be the possible future depending on whether he becomes or does not become the 5th chaos god. But that's for a little bit later. First, we'll just give a couple of moments to get those few stragglers to come in, sit down, catch their breath, maybe, you know, start farting around, and, you know, get all that out of their system. I'm also going to actually get comfy myself, because I found out that my chair has that little thingy that you can pull out and then put your feet up. Oh, that's way better, because I've been told I should be keeping my feet up anyway. So since I stand here a lot, sit here a lot, that's actually really good. It's kind of weird when I can't really, you know, I can't really. Oh wait, I can. Yes, I can do that. I actually can. My hat is not sitting on my head properly, but I still can just sit down, relax, and see how it goes. And speaking of how's it going, Jackster, happy Thirsty Thursday. Welcome, my friend. How are you doing on tonight's amazing and talking-free night? Also, cheers. That reminds me, I still have a tea set on the counter, so I'll get it before we get into the nitty gritty of today's talk. But yeah, Jackster, how's it going? You know, it's Thursday, which means tomorrow is Friday, which is awesome. And after that is done, there is weekend coming. There is weekend coming up. Finally, a time to, you know, not think about the work for the most of us, and just actually enjoy ourselves. So hopefully you have something enjoyable planned for today's weekend. You're good? That's good. I'm glad, because you saying it's good, that's really good. That means it's amazing. Like for what normal people consider amazing, you are like, yeah, it's okay, it's good. But you know, I'll take that on any given day, because it could be bad, but that's not good. So good is good. I feel like I have struck on some philosophical gold with this thought. Good is good, and bad is not good. Take that with you, ponder upon it on Friday, and then come back to me. And if you get the answer to this, then you may become a Shaolin monk. Right. So we've got Thursday. Hopefully your day is not as catastrophic and disastrous as mine. Like today, I don't know. Luckily, nothing else happened, but the morning was absolutely disgusting. Like, at first my cat woke me up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Then at 6, as I was getting up ready to start the day, my bed collapsed. Somehow those little wooden planks in the middle that are supposed to hold the mattress and myself, somehow they fell through, which I have no idea how, because they are supposed to be just sitting there, not moving, and they are sitting on two like wood lines. So I have no clue how that happened, but it fell, like half of it fell down. So I tried to get out real quick, and as I was trying to steady myself, I reached in front of me. There was a guitar in front of me. I don't know why, half asleep, I tried to catch it to steady myself, and of course there was a little piece of string, you know, pointing up. So as I tried to grab the head of the guitar, I pricked my finger, and it's kind of weird. Like, it feels weird. Like the whole hand feels weird for the whole day. So I'm hoping nothing's gonna happen. I'm hoping it's just a shock of the prick. The shock of the prick. That sounds like a really bad movie. But yeah, I'm wondering, because I got a tetanus shot only on Tuesday as a part of vaccination. So that may be also the reason for the weird feeling, but I don't know. Hopefully nothing will happen. There's a little like dark spot on the finger, but we'll see how it goes. Like, what's the worst that can happen, you know? Anyway, a busy day, but I am really looking forward to the weekend, because I don't know how about you guys. If you would like to share your weekend plans, feel free. You still have about 16 minutes to do that. But I, for one, am going to fucking finish the tech demo for what was supposed to be a video game. Because the more I'm looking into it, the more I see that it's never going to be good. You know, it's like it's a first project. I should not have announced it, and I should not have do, you know, all the hula baloo around it. I shouldn't have been streaming it. I should be quiet. I should have kept it quiet, because the more I worked on it, the more I'm like, yeah, these levels are shite. Like, this idea is completely like shit, and it's not really going to teach me much. So what I did, and then also there was a problem that I made the level, then I find out that it's not really good and I should redo it. So fine, I redone the whole fucking level, and then I either lost it or something happened, and I had to redo it again. And then I realized that what I'm doing, when I was finally done and I was trying to test the level, I found out that it's eating a lot of resource. Like literally it was giving me 30 frames per second, and that's no good. So I tried to work around it, and I found out that most likely I'm using too many assets, and they are like, whatever I tried, it was not working. Even when I tried to like section the level and put it far away from each other, and then use teleports, which you wouldn't really see, but it should have helped the engine to just load a little bit of the level to eat less resource. But then for some reason, if you try to get back, you would always teleport back correctly, but you would end up below the ground and fall down into the nothingness. So it was absolutely not working, and whatever I tried was not working. So I either had a level where you play with 30 fucking FPS and move like this really slow, or redo it again. So I redone the fucking level for the 4th time in a row. This is the 4th version of that level, and at that point I'm done with the level, and I'm like, now I'm going to do like 6 more. Like, fuck that. Do I hear you reviving the game? Oh yes, it's fine, should be ready in 8 years. No, it will be ready this weekend on Sunday most likely. But because what I'm doing, I'm only releasing that one level and I'm done with it. I'll call it a tech demo, because that's what people usually do when they don't have the full game. They just do tech demo and that'll be it. So it would be one small level. It taught me a lot. It taught me how to create buttons. It taught me how to create enemy spawns only at certain time. So that will help a lot with optimization, because before I would have like 50 zombies spawning all over the map at the same time, and I'm guessing that's what was eating the resource. So now you will have to get into a zone, get through a trigger, and that will spawn the enemies in front of you. So hopefully I placed the triggers in a place where you wouldn't see that there is nothing and all of a sudden they are spawning. But yeah, it taught me something about level design, a lot of, you know, like the basics, how to do stuff. So I'm going to be releasing that. Looking forward to try it. Yeah, just don't expect much, okay? Don't expect too much. It's just, it looks horrendous because the engine is horrendous and the assets look like shit, but that's the beauty of it. As long as it doesn't crash and as long as it works, it will be fine. I even found a problem where you can read a diary, like a little excerpt, and a one note. And also there is like a pop-up screen when you start playing a game and when you finish. And apparently if you are using Windows Zoom function, you won't be able to see the whole thing. I played Cry of Fear. I'm used to low poly games. Oh, good. But this is low poly and also shitty AI. This is like, everything's crap, because I've seen people on the Discord doing wonderful things in that engine. They can make cars, they can make actually drivable cars, they can make all kinds of beautiful things, and they can polish the games and everything, but I'm not that far. I'm only starting, so yeah, this game will look like shit. But it's fine. Just one level, just have fun, you know, see what happens. There is some stuff to look for, so I'm fine with that. As I said, it was mainly just to learn the basics and how the LUA scripting works. So that mission is accomplished. I'll release the demo, and then I have an idea for a game, a proper one, and I've written it all down. And when I will have time, I'll start looking into it. I'll start looking into. I'll first learn how to do things, and only then start working on game, because I've learned. Unity? No, Game Guru. If it was Unity, it would be looking good, but this is Game Guru, which is... I also have the Max version. For this I'm using Classy, because Max will not be ready, like proper ready, for another year or 2 or 3 maybe, so there's no point using that. But yeah, I'm going to learn first how to do stuff that I want to do in the game. Like, for instance, if you find and pick up something in one level, I wanted the game to remember it. So when you are, you know, because there will be a hub, and you do the missions from that hub, so, or levels. So I want the game to remember that, oh, you already been in here and done that, so don't spawn certain items that you already collected. You know, maybe show them in your display somewhere in the hub, you know, like that kind of stuff. Or, you know, like, oh, if you already played this level, then maybe this character needs to spawn in the hub, you know, like that basic stuff. But yeah, I'm going to learn how to do everything that I need for that game. I'll just learn that on little sub levels that are not even going to be playable. It's just literally going to be just trying out scripting and shit. And if I manage to put all that together, then I will think about how to polish a story, what characters to use, how to, you know, put the level together, what the level design should be, what the trap, and all that crap. But yeah, I'm thinking about FPS Metroidvania. It will be like a fantasy game and everything, because I have a lot of assets for fantasy games, so it will be fantasy. Although I do prefer sci-fi, but there is not many assets for sci-fi. There's literally like 3 aliens which are looking the same, just different color, and 3 guys in a spacesuit that also looks the same, just different color. So yeah, no space game yet, and I'm not good enough to create my own like enemy or whatever, you know, a person or yeah, something. So, but we'll see. It will be fun. But I've learned from Left to Bleed, and what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna say shit to anyone about this. I'll just work on it, and once I have everything sorted, once I know what's going on, and maybe I'll have, there should be about 5 or 6 levels, so as long as I get up to 3, which is halfway through, and I'll feel good about it, then I will be like, okay guys, this is what I'm working on, maybe I'll showcase it, you know, give me another year, I'll do another 3 levels, and that will be done. But yeah, I'm not going to announce shit, so I'm not giving up on it, because it's a fun hobby and it's something new to learn. But yeah, for now we'll finish with this one level. I'll release it in whatever state it is, like there's so much else I can do about it anyway, and then I'll sort out other shit, and when I get time again, I'll start working on it, because time is of the essence. The time is the problem. Like I'm still sorting out IRL shit, although this week I think this week I'm actually finishing a couple of big ones. So the more we progress, the more time I'm going to be having, because I moved 3 months ago, over 3 months ago, or over 2 months ago, 2.5, let's say, and I am yet to have a week where I don't have to do shit, either in the morning or in the afternoon. You know, it's always something. I always have to go somewhere, do something, speak with someone, call to someone. It's always. So actually, I really enjoy streaming, because that's the only time where I'm like, yep, I'm streaming, I have nothing else to do, I cannot do anything else. Like now, it's me, new guys, nothing else exists, phones are off, I don't care, anybody can call me right now, I don't give a fuck, it can wait until tomorrow or the evening, you know, if somebody knocks, yeah, whatever. And yeah, like that. And it's just me and you, a good time, relaxed time. And then, as I said, once we get to the point where streaming is the only thing I have to do in the afternoons, and I have other 3 days for myself, then I will be a happy hippo, and then I will get back into working on the project, because I can't really focus now. I can't focus on writing or doing Twitch or something when I know that I should go over there, I should go to the bank, I should go sort my phone, I should go sort all kinds of bullshit. So yeah, but at least cat is sorted, and tomorrow my bank will be sorted, and then beautiful, beautiful. As I always say when I try some stupid idea, let's fuck. Okay? You can't fuck an idea. Jackson, I am confusion once again. But it's okay. It's okay. You know, I am quite often confused from what people say, so it's all right. No need to be worried. And for now, what shall... you know what? Since we have a talk stream today, how about getting some music in the background? That would be actually really interesting. Let's do it this way. What music would be nice to a talk?
What's your profanity?
My take on fuck around and find out. All right. Well, then I would say you should upgrade that saying into let's fuck with it. That will make more sense. Because if you just say let's fuck, well, that makes no sense. But if you say, yeah, let's fuck with it, see what happens, that's literally fuck around and find out. So I like that. Mysterious music with no copyright. Okay, let's see what it says. Let's see how it sounds. Yeah, that's shite. How about no copyright fantasy music. Oh yeah, why not? Oh, you know what? In theory, we could do Warhammer music. Yeah, that's bullshit. Let's do Total War Warhammer 3 OST, and that'll sort us out. Complete soundtrack, 4 hours. Yes, please. So we'll do that just to have something in the background, so you just don't listen only to my voice. So what we'll do is I'm gonna go grab my tea. I'll run some ads just so we can get these out of the way, and that should also turn off any other kind of stupid ads that may be trying to interfere. And see how we'll do. Okay, so we'll do 3 minutes because it's 28. That'll do. Baby Shark. Oh, fuck off. I don't want people to go mental. I want them to listen and talk about what we are about to discuss. I don't want them to run away scared. So we'll do, yeah, let's do a quick ad. I'll get some tea and then we'll start with our proper talk of today. So I'll see you in a minute. Right on the dot, 3 minutes. So we've got that up about an hour without any stupid advert. That's it. Yeah, you better set those jokes aside because what we are about to discuss, it's not a laughing matter, because we are going to talk about a possible coming of the 5th Chaos God. Right, so we didn't do this for a while, so hopefully everything will be okay. I even managed to work on a little bit of a presentation for you guys, because I thought, why not? You know, yes, I know a couple of last talks were not well done because I was in a, I either was hurrying everything or I did it last minute or everything. So, and this one, I wanted to prepare this on weekend, you know, when I had time, but turned out I didn't have any time. So unfortunately, it is what it is. But this time we are going back to, you know, giving you something on the screen so you can look at it and watch and see. And also, it helps me because now I can keep some notes up as well. So today it's not a huge presentation, and the problem is I can't really run the PowerPoint, because if I do, it will eat up the whole screen and then the whole second screen, and then I won't be able to see the comment section. So unfortunately, there are not going to be any fancy schmancy, you know, animations, because if I did that, then I wouldn't be able to see the chat and what's going on. So yes, I could use the third monitor as I had before, but I don't really have space for the third monitor, and I don't really want third monitor. I think it's kind of pointless, because 2 monitors are perfect. You can have stuff on 2 monitors, but 3 monitors, like, you don't really need that. Nobody needs 3 monitors, really. Like, let's not joke ourselves. Unless you're doing some extra super special work where you really need to have open like so many things that you really need third option as well. 2 monitors, absolutely enough. Anyway, Vashtorr, 5th Chaos God. Not yet, but possibly. So, right now, Roku! Happy pre-Friday or happy post-Wednesday, whichever you prefer. Welcome, welcome. You just came at the time when you skipped all the bullshit and you came just for the meat and potatoes of today. How you been? What's going on? Come on, give me some quick update. Oh, that is a nice cup of tea. At least something from the U of K came with me. Like, oh, let me get back to it. Amazing. Because today it's been raining all day and it's quite dark and depressing and it's kind of cold. So I'm like, yeah, fuck that. I'm really a happy hippo because we are streaming today, but I was a little bit cold, so yeah. Winnings? No, this is a green tea. Not even from the tea bag, like the proper normal tea leaves. Doing good at home, chilling with some HSBGS. Hot stripper, big gagunas. Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's some big chilling you've been doing over there. What's the brand? There is no brand, you dimwit. It's a green tea. Just tea leaves. There's no brand. It's just green tea. Oh, Hearthstone Battleground. Ah, fuck off. Okay, Orange, you are not interesting anymore. Go back to your little video games. I was hoping you chilling with some, oh, or maybe huge succulent bimbo goddess, you know, and now you're just like playing cards. Like, come on. From you, I was expecting more. You know, anybody else, yeah, just play video games. Yes, we are all nerds here, never mind. But you, my friend, I was expecting a little bit, you know, something spicier. Kane buys loose tea from the babushkas on the street. Exactly. And you, because it's a perfect game of chance. Sometimes you get tea leaves. Sometimes you get just a tree leaves. Sometimes you get marijuana leaves. Like, you never know what babushka gonna give you. So, you know, just saying. If you like gamble, if you like to spice your life a little bit, you know, and you always pay the same price. So yes, sometimes you pay for what you're buying, sometimes you overpay, and sometimes you underpay. That's life. That's the tea gamble we play here on the mean streets. Yeah. How far are you with the battlegrounds? Are you finished now? Or have you managed to max out at least one hero yet? Like, and I'm talking completely max out, like highest level, all the abilities unlocked, like done. Ow, my hand is weird. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. Mid game? Ooh, okay. In that case, if you are mid game, we are not going to distract you anymore. I'm not with questions, but if you will, you may stay a while and listen, and maybe then add something if you want, because today's talk is about Vashtorr, the possible fifth chaos god that may or may not ascend anytime soon. So, to start us off, for those who don't know, because there are people, those who know, and there are those who do not know, let's just quickly run down about who is Vashtorr. I'm not going to pretend I am ever knowing, all knowing, the best of the beast. So I'm going to tell you straight away, I just got this from the lexicon, which is the only Wikipedia for 40k lore that you should be trusting, because anything that's written in lexicon needs to be backed up by evidence. So unlike what is it, that other Wikipedia for 40k where any Dumbo can come in, write some bullshit, send it, and be like, oh, I've written some lore. In here, if you write something, it actually has to be fucking canon. Mini Matisse! Happy Thirsty Thursday, my friend. Welcome back. Wow, now that's a name I haven't seen for a while. How have you been, my friend? Unfortunately, I'm no longer available to watch streams on Friday mornings when you are usually up. So what's cooking good looking? Enlighten us with your wisdom. Yes, I'm going to enlighten you with my wisdom that I just said it's not mine. Why not record it as an upload on YouTube, Orange Rock? Because that's coming later. You know, I'm doing this because when we do this kind of talks, people have a chance to add something, you know? So it's more interesting than just me ranting off on a screen. And also it makes, I think it makes for a more interesting stream, because as I said, it's more of a discussion. You know, I just bring a topic, give some points, see where it takes us. And then later on, I want to make it into a YouTube video, not the stream, because as I said, stream, it's going to be, you know, like I'm going to be all over the place because of the chat. But if the chat brings something interesting, I may use that in the YouTube video. That's going to be shorter, just about, you know, what's going on. And then I might be like, well, yeah, when we, you know, as a little hint that, guys, I'm streaming also, come check me, wink wink. I may just be like, oh yeah, by the way, such and such mentioned throughout our discussion that this is also an option, or maybe I thought this wrong, you know, and make it more interesting, and have people say something about it as well. I'm good, very busy with work, but good, and hope you're well too. Yes, thank you very much for asking. I am well as well. Sounds idiotic, but you know what I mean. So yeah, if you are busy with work, I exactly know what you mean, and if it's a good busy, then I'm glad. If you are not If it's bad busy, then I'm not glad, and you should do something about it. But I'm hoping that you still paint, because one of these days when I will be able to work from home, which I can do 1 day a week once my training is done, then I will be working from home, which means I can easily keep an eye on Twitches and see who's streaming throughout the day, and then maybe hop in. Good busy? Good. I approve. For that, since you are not a lazy slob like Jackster Orange, I'm going to give you a purity seal of approval, because that's what we need. A good busy, not a bad busy, or a bad not busy. Anyway, let me quickly tell you who is this sir with two horns that kind of look like a discount Diablo resurrected from some old metal scrap. So Vashtorr the Arkifane is a powerful demon and the ruler of the Forge of Souls. Basically, Forge of Souls, it's a little pocket in the Chaos Realm, somewhere in Formless Wastes. And it's like a big-ass manufactory where this dude is working on demon engines and all kinds of bullshit weaponry that the Chaos uses. It's all shrouded in like big black fumes, and there are some insane souls wandering around, screaming and you know, killing indiscriminately. It's really like, it's not like anybody can just walk in and start, you know, swinging their big dick. It's really well protected. And also he claims to forgo allegiance to any chaos god and commands his own army known as the Cult of the Arkifane. Having long kept himself shrouded from most races, Vashtorr is a demigod of inventors, engineers, scientists, and artisans. So as you can see, there's a lot that he can also influence, kind of like the Big Four. With a booth at TwitchCon in 2 weeks and painting for the next competition. Holy shit! Wow, that's amazing. Congrats. And I'm going to write it down, but when we are done with the talk, I can tell you exactly why I love TwitchCon. I fucking love it. TwitchCon explain. I got it on my post-it note. I love TwitchCon. Right. He is empowered by action of curiosity and innovation in the materium, shorn of morality and driven to its darkest extremes. He has only manifested a handful of times in galactic history, and some crypto scholars maintain he was created amidst the reckless arms race of some ancient galaxy-spanning war. And the other purpose, he was brought about by the horrors of the Dark Age of technology, where he proved a patron to many of its technological horrors. He is also said to have been empowered by events such as the rise of the Necrons, the Cursed Founding, and the creation of Primaris Space Marines. So as you can see, it's been around for a while, and he is doing what he's doing slowly, and he already is powerful, like a, well, I would say even like a minor Chaos God. You know, like one of those Chaos Gods that nobody knows about, and nobody even knows they are existing because there is just too many of them. I think he started as one of them, and slowly, because humans are curious, even the Elgi were curious, you know, like everybody's curious, everybody's trying to do something and improve and work, and you know, science goes hand in hand with discoveries. So I think that slowly gave him a lot of influence over time to overcome the minor gods. And now, while he's just a demigod, but he's not that far away from actually being a god, so him becoming the 5th chaos god kind of makes sense. What do we have here? Unlike most of his kind, he rarely lies or conceals his true objectives. He establishes explicit contract with clear terms and conditions. He has kept the wrath of the Four at bay due to the usefulness of his demon engines and the armies of the great game, serving as its premier arms dealer. So then again, even if somebody gets pissed off at him, they can't really do anything because he's just too good. You know, you can't, if they joined forces and killed Vashtorr, like the chaos would not only suffer through the great game, but also in the Materium, because they will have no more demon engines and all that kind of shit. But basically, he's far from defenseless. He sports his own host of powerful techno-demonic monstrosities like demon engines, and there is something else, soul grinders. But his activities have nonetheless attracted the ire of the other demons, most notably Be'lakor. So Be'lakor is not fan of his, which we will talk about later on. So as you can see, guys, he already has his own cult of the Arkifane, which is a huge thing, because if you have a cult, that means somebody is following you, somebody is worshipping you. That is a lot. That gives him more power than any other minor god or a demigod. Be'lakor. I like that. I'm going to be using that. Be'lakor. Cheers to that. Actually, what I think, when I was a little and I first learned about the great things of 40k, and I wanted to go with the chaos. You know, I wanted to go with the chaos god because I was a small, easily impressionable teenager who was into metal, and you know, like, and I thought, yeah, chaos and evil and but my problem was that they are too backstabby. You know, every chaos god is too backstabby, maybe except Khorne, but at the same time, the Khorne doesn't give a fuck, you know. So Khorne would not backstab you, but as long as somebody, let's say you worship Khorne and other Khornite backstabs you, Khorne doesn't care, because of that backstab, the blood is flowing, so he's happy, and he doesn't give a fuck. So that was the reason why I then went with the Imperium, because yeah, they may be, there is a lot of wrong with the Imperium, but at least with the Space Marines, for the most part, there is some kind of camaraderie, the brotherhood, where they actually care for each other, try to save each other. They don't backstab unless they get corrupted. So, you know, like, at least there's that little bit of, not safety, but a little bit of that feeling that, yeah, you can rely on that guy next to you because you've been fighting for centuries, and you know he's got your back. But maybe if at that time Vashtorr was around, and I've learned that he's actually, for reals, he does not conceal his objectives. He's literally, somebody comes to him and says, Be'lakor, make me a fucking big gun. I want Daka like a motherfucker. And he's like, yep, I'll do it, but all the souls that you kill with that weapon goes to the Forge to power it, because the Forge of Souls is being powered by souls. Who would have said? Also, he says that whatever you kill, like the machines, the big engines or whatever, also goes to the Forge. And then when it comes to the grinders, the soul grinders, whatever chaos god they may be aligned to, if the Forge of Souls is under attack, they have to break that alliance and defend the Forge of Souls. If one of the gods decides to just, you know, go in, kick some ass, and maybe take over the soul. So, as we see, he doesn't give a fuck about the big four. He wants to become the big five, and the reason for it is mostly because he's bored. Somehow tinkering around, creating better weapons to kill others, it's not good enough, it's not satisfying enough, or maybe he just feels like he has enough power to become the fifth god. Maybe it's something inherent in chaos where you are never happy with what you have, you always want more. So maybe now he's got everything he could, therefore the next logical step is become the major god. And who knows, maybe next time the next step would be become the only major god. I don't know, but that's his plan. So that's who Vashtorr is. Very, very smart, very good craftsman. He can create amazing things, or rather horrifying things, and now he wants to become a fifth chaos god, which brings us to the next part. And the next part is basically how to get there. How can he become the fifth chaos god? Well, the answer lies in the key, the lock, and the weapon. So apparently there is a legend that there is a big powerful weapon. Nobody knows what it is. There are no details, but the weapon can destroy the whole Imperium or can help a greater demon to ascend to become a major chaos god. It's linked to War in Heaven. Apparently it was built by the old ones, and it's hidden. It's locked and hidden in a little sub-dimensional pocket called the lock, and it can be opened only by assembling the key and then using it, obviously. So somehow Vashtorr knows about this and decides to act, but he needed the help. So who does he get to help him? Of course, Abaddon the Despoiler. Like, why are they not better suitable candidates to help you out? Like Abaddon the Despoiler, Abaddon the Idiot, guy who made 13 Black Crusades, got his ass kicked 13 fucking times, and yet Vashtorr is like, yep, that's my dude, I need him for my crew. And Abaddon is like, you motherfucker. Oh no, wait, what is it? You son of a bitch. Say no more. I'm in. So yeah, I mean, why Abaddon agreed, that's very easy to understand because of the weapon. We'll get to it later on. But yeah, so Vashtorr and Abaddon joined forces and created Arks of Omen. Arks of Omen, if you don't know, are big ass space hulks that Abaddon and Vashtorr found in the war. They cleared them from all kinds of horrors, xenos, you know, whatever bullshit lurked inside. And once it was all cleaned, Vashtorr's minions and him, I guess, they created a huge... They just started building on it. Then they got these huge ferrymen, which are the huge demons that are basically, you know, steering the ship and making it move. And they basically made a huge army of these arcs and set on a quest. Now, first they went to the rock where the Dark Angels are residing, because apparently that's where, I don't remember if it was like the whole key or just a part of it was actually hidden. So they went there, and Dark Angels were kind of fucked. Not gonna lie, they were fucked. The little Dark Angels. But as everything was going well for Vashtorr and Abaddon, and Vashtorr was nearly like grabbing the key, all of a sudden, good old Lakor just shows up and he's like, stop, summertime. And he starts duking it out with Vashtorr because he just wanted to stall him. He wanted to maybe not stop him, but at least stall him, because Imperial forces were coming to the rescue for the Dark Angels, because it was a little bit too much for them to handle. So Vashtorr and Be'lakor, they engaged in a duel. Apparently it was very 50-50, but in the end, Be'lakor is like, well, okay, I wasted enough time here, so yeah, Vashtorr, you're a naughty boy, don't you fuck around with this shit, peace out. And he fucked off. So that's what he did. He literally just created a speed bump on Vashtorr's road, stopped him, and therefore they have to go away, because, you know, when Imperium gets in force, Abaddon can't do much, and Vashtorr apparently neither. I think they even lost 1 or 2 arcs in there, but they managed to do at least get a little victory, and they managed to get a little bit of, you know, something out of it. And then they continued and went to some new stars, where another debacle happened, where I think, was it Angorn? Let me check my notes. Oh yeah, so basically he repurposed Caliban and created a another arc of his, called it Wormwood. Wormwood? Fuck that. Whatever, some wood. And yeah, and basically again they got kicked, their asses kicked. Angorn was spanked by returning Lionel Johnson, who came in and fucked him. And then basically everything seemed to be lost except Vashtorr before they really had to leave, because he actually lost Wormwood in a fight because he just couldn't stand a chance, but he managed to activate the key. That's the big takeaway. Speaking of big takeaways, Dangni, happy Thursday, my friend. Welcome back to our fold. How have you been, my good sir? You came just in time for our Thursday Warhammer talk, for our monthly talk. I will just summarizing what Vashtorr did. So basically, although they seem to be losing on every side, at least they are managing, like, you know, snippets of this and that every now and then. And because of that, he managed to activate the key. And now he's looking for the lock, which if he can find and unlock, then he'll get the weapon. So that's the basic premise. So that's the story so far. So we know he's very powerful. We know he has the means. We know he has some allies. We know he has the lock. The key. He activated it, and now all he needs to do is just find the lock, get the weapon. So Yogg-Sothoth.
The warriors of the Inquisition are yours to command.
I'm not too sure, to be honest, because it's a long time that I actually read upon Lovecraftian lore, so I wouldn't know. But maybe Chief Shep will know, because he's our commissar. So guys, please be careful now, okay, and be nice, because Chief has the power vested in him by me, and in me by Ordo Hereticus, to blunt the heretics. Yogg-Sothoth is the key and the way. Ah, all right. Another chaos god, possibly. Chief, you and Sangni just came in to the part where the discussion happens. So yeah, I do apologize. I know I called this talk, and then first half of an hour it's just me just telling you what's going on, but I just wanted to quickly catch up. I just wanted to everybody know what's cooking. I wanted to people know who is Vashtorr, what is he doing, how is he doing, and where is he going. We all know that the Warhammer Chaos Gods would be kept as pets or toys to entertain the Ancient Ones. Oh yeah, definitely. But the Ancient Ones are not here at the moment. So if they ever return, then, well, that would be a hell of a story. But yeah, for now, this is what we have. So let's get to the talk. Now, unfortunately, as I said, I can't really play the presentation because then I won't be able to see anything. So I had to do it this way. So I had to just hide the stuff, and now I'm just going to be deleting these because I don't want everything to be shown, because then people will start jumping ahead. It happened in the past. So I'm trying something new here today. So just stay with me, see what happens. So basically, the future. Okay, what can happen? So my first point is that Vashtorr will open the lock at some point. I'm pretty sure about it. Like, there is no way all this shit was for nothing. Even if it's not gonna happen anytime soon, I'm pretty sure it will be kept at least as an option when everything's set and done. There is not much else to do, but they'll need to come up with something interesting. Vashtorr will open the lock, and there will be the weapon. So I think there is no discussion that yes, he will find it. How y'all doing, folks? Chief, we're doing fine. Thank you. If you have any good news, please feel free to share them in the chat. But at least the good news is that it's Thursday, so tomorrow's Friday. I'm gonna put you fine peeps in my tablet and take you to bed. Oh, that's so nice. San, will you also tuck us in? Give us a hot cocoa maybe before bed and tell us a story, or just sing us a lullaby. No good news to share, unfortunately. Well, Chief, no news is also a good news. Unless you meant there are no good news, only bad news, because in that case, we don't want to hear about them. This is a no bad news Thursday. So he will open the lock, right? That's a given. Now, can you empty my cache? I feel a bit slow. Minimatis. You know what, Sangnip, when you are done with Minimatis, can you do the same for me, please? Because I am very slow these days as well. Alright, speaking of slow, let's move up. The question, guys, is he going to get the weapon? And this is why I said we are going back to Abaddon, because Vashtorr teamed up with Abaddon to get to the weapon. And you know Abaddon. He's not a nice guy. He's not one of those, oh yeah, I'll just help you from the goodness of my black hat. I'll spend all these resources like his marines and his followers and all the time to clean up all those space hulks, create the army, you know, fight Imperium, just so then Vashtorr can have his weapon, right? That's not gonna happen. That's ridiculous. This dude made 13 Black Crusades and always fucked up. He always got spanked like a little baby, like a little baby, and went running back to his Chaos Masters like, the Imperium kicked me ass again. So imagine he will be there when Vashtorr opens the lock and gets the weapon. And as we said at the beginning, the weapon can either help the demigod or major demon become a chaos god, or it can destroy the Imperium. That's the legend. So don't tell me when Abaddon sees a weapon that can destroy the Imperium, he can destroy what he hates the most, he's just going to let Vashtorr have it. Like, no way, no way. So I'm pretty sure if like, even if they don't agree and part their ways, I'm pretty sure Abaddon will keep somewhere in the back, so when Vashtorr gets the weapon, he can get there and be like, bitch, give it to me. So there will be a big fight about the weapon, whether he gets it, like who gets it and how and when and why. So the question is he going to get a weapon? Yes or no? If he gets the weapon, if Abaddon gets the weapon, he will try to use it to destroy the Imperium. If Vashtorr gets it, he will try to use it to become the major chaos god. But the thing is, when we look at it from the perspective of the narration, then there is this problem where the Imperium has a plot armor. Okay, not gonna lie, Imperium has a plot armor, because you cannot have the whole universe without humans. That's insane. Like, you can't just delete one of the major factions out there. Like, that's impossible. Which means that maybe Abaddon is not going to get the weapon. Just saying, that's just my theory, that maybe he's not really in it to win it, or if he gets the weapon, then maybe it's not going to be as powerful as to destroy the Imperium. Maybe because the legend was a lie, like the cake, or maybe because the weapon will be damaged because when they are fighting about it. So I don't know. I think that if they really get if Abaddon gets the weapon, he's not going to destroy the Imperium, although he will try. Therefore, it will be found out that the weapon is flawed or not as good as they thought. So that's one thing why I think, and also it would be it's like not much, you know, it's not much of a finale for such a big Odyssey, right? Imagine all this shit that happened, all that blood and all that sweat that was put into this campaign just to find out the weapon is not really that good and Imperium cannot be destroyed, and then like whatever, the end. So that's why I think it's a better chance where Vashtorr gets the weapon and has a chance to become the next Chaos God. But What if the weapon is destroyed? As I said, I'm pretty sure there will be fighting about the weapon, because if Vashtorr gets to the lock and opens it, not only Abaddon is in the game, who will be trying to get it. Think about all the 4 major Chaos Gods who all of a sudden realize like, oh shit, there's a 5th player coming up. I don't think they want that. You know, and if you remember, they have to pull their powers together against the Emperor. So we know it's possible. There is a precedent. So if this dude is close to becoming the 5th Chaos God, then there's a good chance that the Big 4 will actually unite and throw everything at him, because they don't really want the 5th Chaos God. Because what he can do when he's the major god, he can start stealing minions from all the other ones, because now all he does is like anybody can come to him, a core knight, a ascension, you know, ass licker, whatever, can come to him and say, make me a weapon, and he says, yeah, okay, just give me the souls and whatever scrap you have or you get, and that's fine. But if he becomes a god, he may change his terms, he may change his policy, and all of a sudden be like, okay, if you want my weapon, come serve me, you know, fuck Nurgle, fuck Slanesh. Well, not literally, because he would actually like that. Anyway, you know what I mean. And, you know, come serve me, and you will have the best weaponry ever. And I'm pretty sure there will be a lot of traitors who would be interested in that, because they will see that it's a clean business, you know, unlike with every other god, where at some point you may get stabbed in the back, even by the god himself, because he doesn't give a fuck. This dude, no, he's fine. No, this is the terms and conditions. You sign it, I sign it, we're done. It's a business. It's no trickery in there. And also, already demons are fighting themselves in the planes of souls, of Forge of Souls, to be granted the chance to become a soul grinder. So even the big demons, the old demons, you know, maybe even the personal demons of the Chaos Gods, are not safe. Even they may be at some point like, look at that soul grinder, that looks really, really good, and all I have to do is just go to this new Chaos God and say, I want that. Like a kid in a candy store, I want that. And the dude's like, well, take it, here you go, just, you know, you'll be with me now. So I don't think they will like it. I do believe they will punch together again and go against him. So now we have Abaddon, all 4 Chaos Gods really pissed off and really trying their best to prevent Vashtorr from becoming the 5th Chaos God. And don't forget that the Imperium will also hear about this. So Inquisition and Grey Knights will have something to say about that. And I don't think he can actually manage to defeat that many enemies. I got someone to teach how to paint. Have a great rest of the stream, everyone. Mani Matis, thank you so much for dropping by. You have a great time teaching. Let us know how it goes. And yeah, good luck to your student, actually. And guys, if you are not following Minimatis, please give him a quick follow, because he's an amazing miniature painter who is very open, very good streamer. He will talk to you about anything and everything. And if you would like to know how to paint the minis or get better at it, or are looking for some tips and tricks, Minimatis is your dude. Go there, give him a follow, check him out when he's live, send him I've sent you. Right. So there's a good chance that the weapon will be destroyed. Where are we? Because there will be just too many enemies to fight off. So the other option is, if the weapon is not destroyed, he may become the 5th Chaos God. And that would be kind of awesome. That would be a really something unexpected. You know, after all these centuries of having the Big 4, all of a sudden it's Big 5. You know, even Malice didn't get that far. You know, even Malice is like, yeah, I'm gonna kick some ass once I get big enough. But nobody knows about Malice. Nobody gives a fuck about Malice. Like he's one of those. You know, he's one of those what we call. I would say he's literally a living room activist. You know, like those guys on who post on Twitter about the politics and what should be done and how it should be done, but they never actually did anything except writing mean Twitter posts. That's Malice for you. That's literally Malice. He's just sitting in his little pocket dimension, being like, "Oh, I hate the big four. Oh, fucking wankers. Oh, if I one day I'll kill them all, and I kick their ass, and I'll be the big one." Like, shut up, bitch. Nobody cares. Okay, you're too small. Okay, you are not interesting. So, yeah, but this guy instead he's you know, Malice is all talk, but Vashtorr is all just doing the work. You know, he just had an idea, he knew what to do, he got to where he is. So if he becomes the 5th Chaos God, as I said, that would be an amazing twist, but also it would be quite OP. Because, you know, Emperor, he is doing his best, but in the state he's not as powerful as he was. So, and he can't really do much. And Garlic Man, okay, he's there now, trying to save whatever is left of the Imperium. Lionel Johnson is around again to help out, but you know, who knows how he will feel once he gets a grip of the situation. So now a 5th Chaos God coming in, that would be a problem. You know, that would be a huge problem for the Imperium and for the whole Materium, because there will be 5 of them now. Yes, sure, they will be more interested in the great game, because now there is 5 players instead of just 4, if we don't count the minor gods. But yeah, we all know that they can do the great game as well as meddle with the Imperium and, you know, the real world. So that's not really like saying much. That's not really safe for us if he becomes the 5th Chaos God. And the problem is that if Vashtorr becomes a god, he will start nibbling on Adeptus Mechanicus. I'm pretty sure about that, because he is the god of invention, science, artisans, you know, all the inquisitive people. So Adeptus Mechanicus would be exactly what he wants. And you know, Adeptus Mechanicus already are fighting the tech heresy. There is already a lot of heretics who are running around and you know, swelling the ranks with every fallen magos who just realize like, oh, actually maybe if I just, you know, not follow the rule and just and all of a sudden, before you know it, they are completely twisted. And now with Vashtorr being a god, having more power, more influence on the real world, because now he's mainly focused on his forge. But once he has the power, he can still maintain the forge, do the big game, and all of a sudden he's powerful enough to even look on the outside and be like, oh shit, look at this material world, what's cooking here? And then he'll just start walking around, you know, approaching different brainiacs of the Imperium and being like, well, if you actually want to be really good at this, how about join me? And again, because he's not like evil and in the shitty way, you know, he's not like all the other 4 chaos gods who literally have to corrupt slowly. You know, they need to slowly start poisoning the brains, the minds of people, or whoever they are trying to get into whose mind they are trying to get into, and it takes time. But this dude, he can just literally come in, put his cock and balls on the table, be like, guys, this is it, take it or leave it, and it's just straight up offer. So it's way easier to corrupt, because you can see instantly like, oh, I just have to give you my soul and then serve you, and I will get all these beautiful inventions and machines that I can never get in the Imperium, while I also have to serve and pledge my soul to the Imperium. So basically, it looks, for the weak-minded, it looks really like, well, not much changes on this side, but I'm getting all this beautiful stuff on that side. Why not switch the side? And that would be a problem. Because as I said, the Imperium is already struggling. There's already too much shit going on.
Our fish.
And therefore, this could literally bring Imperium to their knees. Hey, Carlos! Happy Thursday. I was hoping you'll come in because I have some pesto update for you. But we'll just finish the talk and we'll get to that a little bit later. Hopefully you're doing well, my friend. Have you been looking for some nice new place to rent? Because the time is nigh. So that was my point on becoming a 5th Chaos God, but not is all as bad as it seems, because if he becomes the 5th Chaos God, as I was saying all this time, it all looks bleak, right? There is now 5 of them. He's really strong, going after Mechanicus, as well as anybody who's, you know, dabbling in any artisan stuff. But that could also be kind of a good thing, because what it can happen, it can kind of get us to this point. I know nobody ever thought about it, I guess. So I'm kind of proud of myself for coming up with this point myself, just by myself. Because we never knew about the Omnissiah. Okay, some believe that Emperor is manifestation of Omnissiah's will. Some believe Emperor and Omnissiah are the same. But a lot of people believe there are 2 gods. The Emperor, the Omnissiah. So with the 5th Chaos God coming in, usurping Adeptus Mechanicus and focusing on those, maybe if the Omnissiah is truly a separate entity, maybe he can manifest. Maybe as some kind of a living machine, maybe just some kind of electricity or energy, or, you know, like whatever, like, but it could bring Omnissiah to life, you know, because everything's going down and the forces needs to be in the balance. You know, everything needs to be in the balance every single time. And right now, everything is kind of in the favor in this. If he becomes the 5th Chaos God, it will be all in favor of chaos, you know, the dark side, so to speak. So the light will go down. So it needs to, again, balance itself. So if the Omnissiah entered the ring next, that would make a lot of sense. Another great plot twist. And also it will give Imperium a fighting chance, because then you will have the Emperor fighting the mind battle, you know, to keep the evil at bay. And the Omnissiah may help with the more physical things. Like the Omnissiah may give somebody wisdom. Maybe Omnissiah can unlock some old STCs, or maybe Omnissiah can give a vision to some Magos to go on another expedition and actually find new SCPs. Sorry, STCs, not SCP. Wow, that was a little faux. Yeah, so new STCs to find, and maybe bring get new weaponry, get new machines, you know, something that was lost, forgotten. That will also help the new minis to boost the sales and everything, but also lore-wise, it will bring a little bit of stability, you know. It will be more like, okay, we've got 2 Primarchs now, we've got Omnissiah on our side, we've got a couple of more new weapons or armors or, you know, machines or whatever, and that can give Imperium a fighting chance against 5 Chaos Gods, just, you know, duking it out in the warp and also in the real world. And I think that's it. So I don't know if anybody has anything to say about this. If you think, do you think I'm full of shit? Do you think this is all bullshit? Do you think it's probable, plausible? Would you like a fifth Chaos God, like a separate faction? Would you like? What do you think about the Omnissiah? Is he really an own entity? Is it an Emperor's manifestation? Would it be actually good to have both Omnissiah and the Emperor? Because when I think about it, if Omnissiah manifested, then it will be clear that it's two entities. Then maybe the Mars can be like, well, we don't really need the Emperor and the Imperium because we have our Omnissiah, we have our machines. That's all we need. So unless they will be, and I don't think, I don't think they will be dependent on Imperium for like human resources or any other kind of resources, because they can get servitors by dozens. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would just like to be tech priests or just join the priesthood, so they would go there willingly, and Imperium can't really prohibit them from that. So they will, and then there will be more like two separate human factions that will be just trading with each other, and that could bring a lot of discourse to the Imperium. But at the same note, Omnissiah can say, nah, we are really tight. Me and Emperor, we are fucking tight. We are bros before hoes. You know, be friends. Be excellent to each other. You know, don't fight. Stay together because monkey together strong, you know, and all that jazz. So it may even strengthen the bonds between the Imperium and the Cockboys. There you go. So that's today's idea. And I managed to do it in an hour. How easy. Woo. Nice. Okay, guys, so thank you very much for everything, and yeah, see you later. So yeah, again, if anybody has anything to say about this, please let me know in the chat. I would like to hear your opinions on it. If you don't have anything, well then hopefully you guys liked what this was all about. As I said, I will make this into a YouTube video at some point in the future, maybe when I get the time, because I have a lot of ideas what to do. But yeah, it was fun to prepare. It was fun to look into it. I really do like these kind of things. So please let me know, guys, if you enjoy this kind of content. I will continue doing it. If you don't, well then I guess there is no point, right? And I can just make it into a YouTube video or something. But I always thought this will make for a better streams, because it's something different, you know, something that you don't see every day. You don't get the chance to talk about it every day. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, good. If you didn't, well, what can we do? There we go. Carlos, no need to wait. Why do you always have to pick up on his name? Like, what's the appeal? Imagine being called Foosh, or a snake instead of fish, or something. Like, what? Eh? Oh, force of habit. Ah, right. Okay, I see. No problem. IDC, call me Foosh. No, I don't want to now. You know, because you said so I don't want to. Okay, guys, that's the talk of the talk for today. I don't really have anything else. So thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around. We may... Okay, if nobody wants to talk... Oh shit, I forgot to play the music in the background. Fuck. Well, never mind, maybe next time. So I just... Yep, I had this... I actually found soundtrack to Warhammer, Total War Warhammer 3. I wanted to play in the background and I forgot. Well, There we go. Maybe next time. I'll put it in my show notes. Start the music before you start ranting off. Okay, so that's it for today. Let's get back into live Jasmine and see what we can get into. So this can go away. I can also rename that because it's called live Jasmine text, but it's actually start text. There we go. Or rather, talk, not show. Right. So, first things first. Fish, since you are around, Pesto update. I was shopping today and I've seen Pesto, this one, in the shop. So I thought I may as well buy it, try it, and if I like it, I'll know that if I make it on my own, it will be better. So I looked at the ingredients and it seems like you are liar, liar, your pants are on fire. Why exactly do you have it with you? So I can show it. Not like show it up my ass or something. I wouldn't do that. I'm not that brave or that huge. But like, show and tell. Because if I just say, oh yeah, I have it over there, you know, Fish will not believe me. Fish will be like, he'll just drop these emotes on me. Like, yeah, sure you have, you fucking cheap skate. But yeah. So I went to shop and I've seen this, and then I'm like, okay, let's see if Fish was not lying. And I looked at what's inside, and yeah, you are a liar. Because it's actually made real pesto. It has basil, it has Parmigiano Reggiano, it has pecorino, cashew, nuts, and some salt. It even has pine nuts, extra virgin olive oil, garlic aroma, and some salt, some sweeteners, and such. So it basically is exactly what you said it should have. Where are the ingredients? How far in the back? Because the further they are in the back, the less of it is in there. Okay, so there is 36% of basil. Right after that are the cheeses, then the nuts, salt and some bullshit, then the virgin oil, then the garlic aroma. So I'm guessing there's no real garlic in it, but overall it seems like this should taste like the real thing. Then you found a rather good one. What did it cost? Wait, is this the one? No, I have no idea. Let me have a look. Got it. So this one should have been about oh fuck, 4.30. Holy shit, if I knew that's the price, I would not buy it. Well, I got paid yesterday, so I guess I can afford one pesto, but yeah, €4.30. That's a lot. Yeah, I'm not buying that anymore. Can't, yeah, I need to stop going shopping like I was shopping in the U of K, because back there life was easy. I could have afford like 5 of them, no problem. But now I have to be like really, really like. So, and one glass probably, at least you're gonna enjoy it. That's what I'm hoping. And if the glass can do 2 to 3 meals, then that should be fine then. So this is 190 grams. So how much should go into, let's say, I don't know, what's the normal size for a meal for spaghetti? Let's have a look. How much spaghetti for a meal? I wrote that like an idiot. But oh, there's a chart. How much spaghetti for one? 2 Oz. What the fuck is 2 Oz? Cheese, Louise. Oz to what? I don't know why. Sometimes it's 3 or 4 of a package. Other times only 1/3. Sometimes only a plate. Ounces. Yeah, Chief, I know it's ounces, but what the fuck is that in real measurements? Should that be grams? Okay, ounce to gram. So 2 ounces. That's 57 grams. Okay. I think I got like 500 grams. So that should be about 8 meals. Okay. All right. I'll try it. I'll try it. See what happens. And maybe I should have bought also a little bit of that English bacon, you know, to just sprinkle it on top would be nice. But maybe next time. Or I will actually do that on Saturday, so I may buy a little bit of that just to see how it goes and what happens. But yeah, so I got the pesto. I'll try it. If I like the taste, then next time I'm definitely doing my own, because for €4, I'm pretty sure I can buy all the ingredients and make like a shitload of pesto, even for next time. If I can find a way how to store it, yeah, I'll definitely do that. And next thing, I was also saying, although Minimatis is no longer around, but I said that I really love TwitchCon. And it's true, guys. TwitchCon is the best. TwitchCon, I kind of wish TwitchCon was happening every month, because, you know, they have TwitchCon in Europe, they have TwitchCon in the US, they have TwitchCon everywhere. And every time it's a big deal. There is a lot of shows, a lot of panelists, a lot of, you know, meet and greet and everything. And it's a great way how people can meet the creators and everything. But, you know, not everybody is a proper creator. There is a lot of wannabe streamers. And what a lot of wannabe streamers think, they think, oh, TwitchCon is the shit. That's the shit. That's where I need to be. That's where the shit happens. That's where I get the fans. That's where I get all the know-how. That is where it lives. That is where I can become famous and learn and get better and come back, use all the knowledge and become the next Ninja Poppin stream. So what they do is they buy the tickets and they all fuck off to TwitchCon. And TwitchCon is what, like from Thursday to Sunday or some shit like that? It's literally like, or maybe even a week. I know some TwitchCons, like the big ones, are literally a week-long thing, if not even more nowadays. So all these people, like all these thousands and thousands of streamers, are in the TwitchCon, which means thousands and thousands of streamers are not streaming. Their channels are dead. They are not here making content. They are not here working on the videos. They are not here working on maybe stream improvement. They are not here, just streaming and their regular streams and everything, which means people have nothing to watch. When they have nothing to watch, they'll start browsing around. When they start browsing around, there is a good chance that they will, somehow drop here. I know the chance is very small, but the chance is there, and that's all I need. So while all these people are on the Twitch cons and everything, good times are happening on Twitch because there is less people streaming. I remember the first post. I nearly said post-apocalyptic. The first post-COVID TwitchCon, every fucking person went there. Everybody and their mother was there. I streamed on that week. I even did a bonus stream, and I had higher than usual numbers. I had higher numbers than usual because seriously, like, so many people were on Twitch, on TwitchCon, that I just streamed at the normal time where people were watching somebody else, but all of a sudden that somebody else was not there. So they were like, well, this asshole is in the same category, I may as well give it a go. So yeah, that would happen. So I love TwitchCon. TwitchCon should be happening every month. Everybody should be going there. Everybody should be there, making connections and learning about how to stream. But yeah, TwitchCons are amazing. So all the streamers, go there, please. Right. So, my dear battle brothers and sisters, since the talk was more of a monologue rather than a talk, sometimes happens. I guess sometimes I don't really get the best talking ideas. I don't know, never mind. But at the same time, I don't even know what we're doing. I think we may just leave it for today, because we all have some shit to do, and also I'm having a headache. As I said before, I had a tetanus shot on Tuesday, just a vaccine. Like, nothing happened, it was just a vaccine, but my arm still hurts, like a little bit swollen where they actually jabbed me, so it's kind of like, ew, not really nice. Like, the first night I couldn't even sleep properly because each time I rolled on that hand I was like, but yeah, I'm getting a headache and everything, so I think I'm not going to push it today. The talk has been talked, the walk is now to be walked, and we may just leave it as a one shorter stream today, because as I said, I got a headache, and I don't even have anything else ready at the moment. So, my dear battle brothers and sisters, there is nobody we can raid, unfortunately. Although, looking for someone to raid, check out the new raid browser. Okay, let's show me the raid browser. Oh, so it basically shows you who's streaming in the category. That's nice. That is really nice. It seems like everybody is just painting minis in Warhammer category, which is fine. But I thought there will be something more happening. It literally seems like the Warhammer category is only for painting minis. Interesting. Well, maybe I should do this in the podcasts. I never know which category to choose, whether Warhammer category or the podcasts category. So yeah, maybe I'll start going for the podcast category and see how it goes. For just like a month or two. Well, a month. We do one talk a month, so who knows. Anyway, my dear battle brothers and sisters, thank you so much for joining me today. This was our Warhammer talk. I've said it's coming back once a month. Hopefully next time I'll come back with some more interesting idea for the talk, where you guys will be actually interested in a little chit chat. As of now, we'll be back on Monier the 17th, and I think we are not doing anything special. this time. Let me just double check. Yeah, it will be a regular stream, so we will be back with more Old Blood. Hopefully, I won't finish it over the weekend. Just like my ex said, well, this was a short. Well, at least something we have in common. But yeah, guys, we'll have to pick up our game for next Thursday, because it will be the Let's Play Together night. So hopefully we'll find something that you guys would like to play. I'm going to put another poll on the Discord. I'll ask you what you would like to play. I have to find what kind of multiplayer games I have and what you guys would be interested in playing, because we may do anything. We may do some shooters, we may go for Stardew Valley or whatever. I'll literally put a mix of all kinds of games I find that have multiplayer that we can play together, and therefore you guys will have a free run and see. So hopefully next Thursday we'll find something interesting. But that is next week, and we still have Friday and whole beautiful weekend in front of us. So my friends, thank you very much for joining me today again for the talk. Hopefully you enjoyed listening to it. We'll be back on Monday 6 p.m. CESEDBT time, or whatever the fuck it is that we are streaming at now. We'll be playing more Wolfenstein Old Blood, and yeah, there is nothing else to say. As always, the Emperor protects. Thank you so for your valuable time, and now it's time for us to go our separate ways. I'll see you on the Discords, TikToks, TweetWalks, and who knows what, and you have a great rest of your week.